Hi, JD.
What's up, man?
Could you just take us through the first at bat? How good did it feel go the other way, and what's it feel like to be part of the first team ever to have two players hit a grand slam each in the same postseason game?
That was the first one? That's interesting. I don't know. It's a tough spot for him. He had bases loaded. Credit to the guys before me, to Doogie and Devers, who grinded out some really tough at bats and drew the walks there to give me that chance. But that situation is the pressure's on him. It's not on me to come through there. It's the first inning and he's got bases loaded, so I'm just kind of telling myself that. Just trying to stay relaxed and just looking for a pitch that I can just put a barrel on it. He's kind of tough. He creates some unique angles when he pitches. He spins the ball really well. So just trying to see something deep and just put a good swing on it, really.
Other questions for JD? Who's up next? Ian, we'll get you the mic.
Just how huge was it just to go back to Boston with the series tied?
It's huge. That was what we came here. We were like, we got to split. That's all we got to do. Obviously we'd love to win both of them. I think that's a little wishful thinking, against a team like this. So to get the split here and to go back home with our fans, who've been unreal the entire postseason, it'll be fun. It's exactly what we wanted.
And we'll go to Rob on your left, JD.
JD, does this feel like the most complete the lineup has been all year?
Yeah. I mean, you have the guys hitting at the top of the order and the guys hitting at the bottom of the order. It's a deadly lineup. Because the guys in between are gonna, pretty much do what they do. So Kike to be playing the way he's playing, and even Doogie, hitting the ball the way he's hitting the ball. I mean, it's a potent lineup, 1 through 8, 1 through 9. So it's fun, and it's the matchup. This whole series that's the matchup. Is they got the same team when you look at it on paper. They have an unbelievable lineup, and we feel like we do too.
And seated on your far left, John.
Thanks, JD. We know, obviously, Rafi's down 100% right now and grinding through it. What do you watch in his preparation every day that gets his swing to a point where he's able to take advantage of that pitch and hit a grand slam there?
He's found a routine. He's found his cues, his thought process of what he has to do, and to line his swing up. Obviously, he's dealing with that issue, which it sucks obviously because you hate to see him like that. It hurts me when I watch him swing and he put the bat down like that. But it shows his heart. He's out there competing and he's putting tough at bats together, and that was a big hit. That was a really big hit. These guys, you got to keep the pedal to the floor with them. You can't let them in because they can come back and just as fast as we went up, they can come right back with it too.
Christy in the second row on your left.
Hey, I wondered if you, at any level of baseball, have been involved with 2 grand slams in 2 innings like that?
I don't think so. I don't think so. It's got to be a first.
Other questions for JD? Matt, over on your right.
JD, when you get that kind of lead and you have Nate going, what sort of just kind of calm does that give you guys? What kind of confidence does that give you in a game when you need to win as badly as you did?
Huge. Nate's been, to me, he's come playoff time. I want Nate on the mound because he just seems to have it. He's got that dog in him where he comes out every time and he makes it really, really hard on those hitters. So be able to get that lead and then hand the ball to Nate, and Nate to do exactly what he did, and that was to shut him down real quick and get us back in the box, was, I think, what changed the whole game.
Do a couple more on your left, John.
JD, I was wondering, when was the first time and place where you probably met Kike playing with him? Obviously, both being part of the Houston organization. What was he like back then, and how has he changed to where he is now?
We talked about that the other day, actually, and I never got to be around him enough because he was always 2 levels under me. Because I was asking him, I was like, where were you in 2010 or whatever when I was in Lexington, and he was in the GCL. So we'd always see each other like in passing during you know, like when we were in, you know, spring training and stuff. But I just always knew of him because the scout that drafted me, you know, Greg Brown, actually drafted him too. So he always kind of, you know, would tell me, he's like, you guys are my guys, you guys are my guys. So I always knew of Kike.
That's a pretty amazing scouting story. We'll finish up with Dan.
JD, just thought, I think you guys are 16-5 now under Alex in the postseason. Obviously, it's credit to the team as well. But 5-0 after a loss. What is it about you guys and maybe Alex and the ability to bounce back the way you guys can?
I don't know. For me, I think it's just the energy. You know, both teams I was on, it just brings a lot of energy. You know, Alex brings energy into the clubhouse. You know, you hear him always yelling from the dugout. You know, he's yelling after every pitch. So I think it kind of just, you know, resonates with everybody, and everybody feels that energy and that presence. Everyone starts yelling too, and the energy is always high. So I mean, in the playoffs, that's what it is. It's all about energy. You know, and whoever team has that energy and that momentum, it always seems to be in those fights.